Hello everyone, I hope the music isn't too loud. Hello Unknowing Ghost. Today I am going to do a video that some might think I should have done first, but it took a lot of soul searching for me to really get down to the nitty-gritty of why I started streaming to begin with. But before I get into that, we must first do our artist shout-out. So every day on my Instagram, Become Empowered, 1E in the middle, I do an artist shout-out to get artists some exposure. And today we are going to focus on Dina D. And her Instagram is Art by Dina D. And she also has an Etsy, which this photo in the shot is a screenshot from her Etsy, so do check her out. Now, getting to the point of the video. And I'm glad you love my voice, Ghost, because I think listening to it is extremely weird. Now, I'm not going to read out this entire thing to you. If you want to check it out later, Command Inspirations will take you to the Discord link and the two individuals who inspired my channel. Now, while I'm not going to read it to you, I am going to explain it, because again, this took a lot of soul searching. I should probably change the chat box to white. Oh, doesn't matter. You can still kind of see it. I'll do it later. But the reason I started streaming to begin with was really to teach. So, I am a recent graduate of the Full Sail University Game Design program. And I got my degree and I had absolutely no freaking idea what it was I wanted to do with it. So I would be thinking about wanting to join a team, but then I'd be hearing about all these different stories about joining a team and crunch time, and I was sitting there going, I don't know if I want to do that. I probably want to freelance. But I had no idea how I wanted to do that either. So I was perusing through Twitch, and I have absolutely no idea how I discovered Z Royal Viking, but he was playing Among Us. And for any of you who have actually played it, I forgot to pull up the game so I could show you what it was I was talking about, but I was watching him play, and there's this little trick on the scaled map. If you go down to the bottom right corner, you will see there a lovely little vent, as well as a death trap. Why did it... Okay, well, sorry about that, Ghost. I will look into my Nightbot settings in a bit. Well, after this stream is done. What was I talking about? God, I'm so easily distracted. Anyway, so I was watching Z, I remember. So I was watching Z, and when you go to do the shields task, there is a little spot along the rail where you can go to do the shields. There's a little spot along the railing where you can go to do the shields task. So me watching this as a gamer, I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. But as a game designer, it had my head tilting. So just literally I was curious. But what got me to start streaming was a conversation Z the Royal Viking and Critical Bard had on the same exact map, if you go up to O2, where they have, you know, the oxygen and the emptying the chutes, and I have absolutely no idea why there are so many leaves in a spaceship, but regardless, Critical Bard was doing a task in O2, but he was standing in the middle of a little room, and Z called him on it. So I'm looking at the screen thinking, really, Z? Really? You're one of the last individuals to be calling somebody out because of how far away they're standing from a task. If anything, you should be wanting to try this out. Wait. And then my stream was born. So, the very first thing that I began to live stream was a series called How Far Away, where you watched me Oh, I can now hear myself in the background. Where you watched me So it was where you watched me run around the maps in free play trying to figure out just how far away you could be from the map I didn't shut off the sound. There we go. So I was running around free play where you could watch me run around the maps on the Skeld, Mira HQ, and Polis, where I was running around, figuring out just how far away from a task you could be before the use button popped up. And I did the same thing as the imposter, but I was running around the maps trying to figure out how far away you could be to vent, to hit the kill button, and how far away you could be where you were just, you know, contemplating reporting. No, so how far away from the little body could you be before the lovely little report button popped up? Let me rephrase. But as I was coming to an end with that, I had some more things to think about. Because while I was getting into streaming, everything going on with Cyberpunk 2077 was going back crap crazy, and all the people were getting angry, and it occurred to me, if the consumers of games, if players, had a better understanding of how video games were made, then there wouldn't be an issue of toxicity in the gaming community. So if there was a delay, which Cyberpunk 2077 had a couple, there wouldn't be so many people becoming furious, and we wouldn't have the reaction of threatening the lovely little game designers and the game developers into just releasing the frickin' game. So with knowledge comes patience and understanding, which is why I wanted to get into that. So going back to my videos, I started 2 other series besides How Far Away, with the new map for Among Us with an undisclosed release date, to which I say to anyone bitching about it, shut up, let them do their work. I started the series Glitches in Games and Let's Build Some Shit. So my first video was Glitches in Games, where I brought up the which is why I am so easily distracted. So, rewind. I started Glitches in Games so people could get a better understanding of why glitches could happen. So in the very first video, I pulled up that ain't it. The trailer for Among Us's new map. And while we were going through it, I was pointing out my concerns because of the new game mechanics. Because they were introducing things that we didn't have before, like ladders and moving platforms. And I asked a series of questions regarding what could possibly happen, what bugs could happen, and possible solutions to those bugs. And the reason why I did that was so people could get an understanding of basically programming. Now, it's all speculation. I can't see the code. I can't see what they're doing, obviously. But that doesn't mean we can't speculate. And by getting people thinking like game designers, it will foster that understanding. So instead of asking, well, not instead of, why the hell is this glitch here? Why the hell is this bug here? Are perfectly valid questions. But we can branch off those. The next question we should be asking is, what happened to prevent them from catching the bug? Are there specific circumstances that or specific situations that need to happen for the bug to be reproduced or done again so QA could catch it? What's going on? Why is this happening? And by turning it into a puzzle for people to figure out, it'll be less frustrating. Because now you have a game within a game. And the other thing I did, which I do on Saturdays, is another mini-series, which hopefully will turn into a big series, called Let's Build Some Shit. Where you see me in a game engine building things. And my very first stream for this was yesterday. And I was in the Unity game engine. And while it was incredibly embarrassing, something absolutely spectacular happened. And what happened was, I found out, just because you update your version of Unity does not mean your Visual Studio, where you do all your programming, updates with you. Which answered the question of why do video games take so long to make spectacularly? Licensing. While I could still create assets, buildings, and whatnot in the engine itself, because I did not have an updated Visual Studio's license, I couldn't program anything. Which again, while embarrassing, that was one hell of a learning opportunity. So after the stream ended, I got the updated version of Visual Studios, and we're going to wait until Saturday to see if my doing that fixes the issue for the learning opportunity. The main reason why I started Let's Build Some Shit was to answer the question, why do video games take so long to make, so people stop asking the question. And what I did with this to make it more interactive, tutorials and references. If there's something you want to watch me build in a game engine, either Unity or Unreal, you can then just post it into the tutorials and references channel of my Discord. Ooh. And apparently my Discord is in need of updating. And for my Glitches in Game series, same thing. Post a link to the glitch that you want me to view, I have a format for that, also in tutorials. So with the glitch, you name of the game, at which point the glitch appeared, where you got the clip from, if applicable, and the link to the clip or the video. And then on Sunday, I can speculate as to why the glitch is occurring. Now again, I'm speculating. I can't see the code, I can't see what's going on. But with the situation, how everything within the game is interacting with each other, we can come to conclusions as to why this glitch, this bug, is occurring and possible fixes. And again, this is to further develop everyone's understanding of why this is happening, to decrease the likelihood of frustration when they later encounter a bug in another game. You can instead ask the question of why this is happening instead of what the fuck is this doing here. And it's a similar thing with my Let's Build Some Shit series. Why do games take so long to make? Well, let me show you, so you can stop asking the question. But for the non-gamer, I also want to discuss what games do for us, what games do for society, so people can stop looking at gamers as a bunch of stupid kids. Video games are for kids. Alright, so let me show your child Call of Duty, or Dragon Age Inquisition, or any kind of game that has any kind of gore. Although in Dragon Age you have the option to shut off the gore, but that's not the point. By creating an atmosphere of greater understanding, it will decrease frustration, increase patience, and then we can actually start having discussions about games in general. Now, if you're interested in this topic, there are other people who do this as well. Extra Credits, they have both a Twitch and a YouTube channel. And then we have Upper Echelon, who also discusses the impact of games on society. And he has gaming news. Extra Credit talks about games themselves. And they also talk about games mechanics and stuff like that, which is what I intend to do as well. So if at any point in time I actually start streaming a game, if I catch a glitch, if I catch a bug, I'll explain it. And if I don't catch it, please do keep in mind whatever game I'm playing, I could be trying not to die, so just point it out later and we'll get back to it. And with this and everything I try to do will be in the spirit of fairness. So this particular channel, if there are things I can do to help improve your experience, do let me know. Do put this here. I don't want anybody feeling like they're left out or their time is not being valued. And with that, I'm gonna call it. This is the why. This is why I'm here. To teach, to educate, to foster understanding of a very powerful interactive art form. And I thank you all so very much for being here. Again, I do have a Discord channel, as well as YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you like to read, I would very much appreciate your going to bookshop.org/shop/become empowered, for I'm an affiliate of the site. And what bookshop.org does, they're basically an Etsy for small business bookshops. And as of showing you this browser page, they have raised $11,514,587.52 for local bookstores. And I am an affiliate of the site, so if you go through my link, you will also be supporting me. And with that, I'm going to call it. Thank you so much for watching. May all of your future decisions be in the spirit of fairness, and